What gamers want? Okay, what is this?
We just don't know what gamers want.
Good games. Big titties.
Titanfall 3.
We tried everything there is, and nothing's working.
Still waiting on Left 4 Dead 3.
It seems like half of the games we put out are destined to fail no matter what we do.
More
Speaking
normally
of half,
shorts.
if we could get Half-Life 3.
We gave the market 6 identical hero shooters with 0 originality, all within a year. What more could you people want?
Portal 3 would break the internet.
And then these gamers
Good
have the
video
gall
games.
to say that it's corporate's fault.
I miss Valve games so
Big
much.
titties.
It's not our fault the development
Cat
team
girls.
can't meet a 4-month deadline.
It 100% is.
If it wasn't for us suits that actually have the vision, it would take years for a single game to come out.
We just want games that work on launch day.
And
That
then
would be
once
nice.
it's out, everyone complains, oh,
Especially
it's
on
so
PC.
expensive. Well, then you tell me, how expensive should it be?
A price that reflects the game's actual value.
And once it's out, it's nonstop. We want new content. We want new content. But you'll never tell us
Tell them
what
to
type
fuck
of
'em.
content you want.
Literally anything that isn't a $20 cosmetic
Tell
or a
them to
battle
fuck
pass.
themselves.
Even if we make
Make
a
a
new
good
game
game.
and it does become a hit, you guys just get bored of it in a couple of months.
Because AAA games no longer have innovative mechanics or stories.
And all you ever hear anymore is how gaming isn't.
Well, you should get bored with a game in a couple of months. You shouldn't be playing a game fucking unless it's like some like live service game. Yeah, it makes sense you get bored of a game in a couple of months. You finish the game.
fun anymore, and there are no good games.
Gaming is better than it's ever been thanks to indie dev studios. It is only you giant corporations that can't seem to figure it out.
Indies are the only ones making interesting games. You get there are exceptions, but I think the majority of the interesting stuff is indie and AA. It's those smaller studios who, do you know why? Because the AA studios are where EA, where Ubisoft, where Activision, where a lot of these major companies, where they were back during the original Xbox and back during the PS2. Like, they weren't giant studios. EA was basically, like, the top end of the industry back in the PS2 era was basically the equivalent of the AA section now. It's just there's, like, a tier above that, and that that tier above that has no ability to be creative because everything costs $100 million.
Exactly. I know what you're saying, man. I totally hear you.
You didn't listen to a single word I said, did
Not
you?
at all.
It's just tough out here, man. I'm sorry, did you say something?
Your games suck, and you're stupid. Why are you
True,
angry
brother.
with me? This came out of nowhere. We just don't know what gamers want.
Titanfall 3.
We tried everything there is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like okay, look at great example. Look at EA during the black box era. The black box era of Need for Speed. That is the best era of Need for Speed. It's very rare to find anyone who disagrees with that. Maybe they like a couple of the more modern games, maybe, but black box is generally considered the pinnacle of Need for Speed. Early Forza is generally considered the pinnacle of Forza. Naughty Dog on the PS2. You had the Jak and Daxter series. Early Ubisoft. Early PS3 Ubisoft especially. You want to go further back than that. You want to talk about like Prince of Persia. But early PS3, you had the Assassin's Creed series up until like Revelation. Blizzard back in the 90s making like Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3. You can gift subs to yourself. That's a thing you can do. You want to talk like early Halo, first 3 Halo games, early Call of Duty up until like Black Ops 2 maybe. Seems like most developers hate gamers and care more about pushing an agenda, are very hostile to gamers, giving feedback. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why China is just fucking wiping the floor with people. Also, there's a really cool game coming out of India. I believe it was India. It's basically Black Myth Wukong, but it's with the Indian traditions instead. It's Indian gods. it's like Hindi gods and a bunch of other gods that are worshipped in that region. It's basically the same game. The combat's kind of rough, but like it's basically the same game. So you're seeing a lot of other countries making really cool shit. What was it called again? I don't fucking remember. Let me see if I can find it. But the combat looks kind of rough. The combat is not great right now. I don't remember. Wait, here it is. The only video I found of the video is in... it's not in English. What's the fuck's the... The Age of Barat. The Age of Barat, that's it. The combat doesn't look good, but the cinematics are fucking insane. The cutscenes look amazing. They just need to cook a bit longer on the gameplay. No, not Borat. Bhaarat. And hey, if AAA studios in the West are gonna make garbage, it gives a lot of room for developers in the East to make really good games, and developers in various other, like Poland, right? Great example. What is it? Age of what's if I look up Polish Skyrim. Tainted Grail. Sorry, a completely different name than I thought. Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon. This is literally just Polish Skyrim. And the game's not perfect. It needs... Like, obviously, it's like one of their... I think it might be their first game. Maybe, like, first or second game. I don't know. It could have cooked a bit longer. But you're seeing a lot of really cool stuff coming out of regions where, like, you know, people just want to make good games. And speaking of good games... and then indie stuff and other, you know, I'm really excited for the future of gaming. I just don't really care about anything that comes out of these AAA studios. It's very rare for me to get excited about a AAA game. And this is the worry I have with FromSoft. Because FromSoft, they have 2 live service fucking whatever, like, extraction games coming out in a row. You've got Elden Ring Night Rain, which has come out, and then the Switch 2 exclusive one. Maybe it has released, I don't know. So I'm worried we're gonna see From Software go down this route. Duskbloods, yeah. I'm worried we're gonna see From Software go down this route, because they've made so many good games, they became such a big studio. We'll see what happens. Do you enjoy modern God of War games? I've not played modern God of War, but I have seen gameplay of it. It looks fun. It's just not... It's just not the same game, right? Like, modern God of War and PS2 God of War, PS3 God of War, not even remotely the same thing. I love the early God of War games. God of War 3 is fucking incredible. And each game was getting better and better. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, I think that'll be it for today. You should either do God of War DMC in the next open slot. Should I... Do you know what the next DMC game is going to be? I said I was going to do it. Because we did... The last game we played was DMC 4. Yes, I will play El Dante. This will be the next DMC game we play. Don't you worry about that. I've actually been hearing a lot of people kind of like, after the garbage anime came out, after Adi Shankar, whatever his name is, Ari Shankar, whatever, I don't fucking care. People actually went back and played this game, and people don't hate it as much as they remember. It's, like, my understanding is it's actually a good game, but people didn't like it because... Let me see. Hold on. Let me see when DMC 4 came out and when this came out. DMC 4... That was 2008. DMC Devil May Cry. Yeah, so there'd been 5 years without a DMC game, and this is what came out. So they were like, where is DMC? What is this? Right? Like, if there was a DMC game the year before, people would just skip this and not care. but it was a 5-year content drought. So I get why people did not like this when it came out.